In 1945, in the town of Nag Hammadi, Egypt, a farmer and his brother were digging for fertilizer when they stumbled upon some ancient clay pots. Inside, they discovered 13 leather-bound papyrus codices written in Coptic, containing over 50 different texts. These texts, dating back to the 3rd and 4th centuries AD, included one particularly significant piece, a lost book mentioned by the early church fathers nearly 2,000 years ago. The title of that text read, "The Gospel of Thomas." The Gospel of Thomas is a collection of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus. Some of these sayings are familiar, echoing the canonical Gospels, while others are unique, offering a more mystical interpretation of Jesus' teachings. Although the early church fathers were aware of this text, it was not included in the New Testament canon because it failed to meet 3 crucial criteria. First, a text needed to have been handed down as scripture by Christ and the apostles, meaning it should have been written by an apostle or someone closely associated with them, working with their blessing. Second, the text had to align with the teachings of the apostles. Any contradiction to the established teachings was a sign that the text was not genuinely apostolic. And finally, there had to be a tradition of the text being read in churches as scripture. For in an age when most people were illiterate, exposure to the scripture came primarily through its public reading in church. Without this tradition, a text was less likely to be considered canonical. The Gospel of Thomas emphasized the importance of secret knowledge for salvation. The ancient Greek word for knowledge is gnosis, and this text, along with other fringe Christian movements, gave rise to what we now call Gnosticism. The Apostolic Fathers and early church leaders condemned Gnosticism. As the early Christian church worked to define its core beliefs, orthodoxy emerged as the term for the correct or true teachings that aligned with the apostolic faith. The term orthodoxy comes from the Greek word orthos, meaning correct or straight, and doxa, meaning opinion. Together, they form orthodoxia, meaning correct belief. The opposite of orthodoxy is heterodoxy, derived from the Greek roots heteros, meaning other or different, and doxa. Justin Martyr, one of the earliest Christian philosophers and apologists, argued that humans possess free will, which is essential for moral responsibility. Choosing heterodoxy over orthodoxy gave rise to the term heresy, from the Greek word airesis, which originally meant choice or selection. Teachings that deviated from orthodoxy were thus labeled as heresy. Gnostic groups attributed the authorship of the Gospel of Thomas to the Apostle Thomas, though this is highly unlikely. Early in his ministry, Thomas traveled east to India, where he founded 2 Christian churches. The beliefs and practices of these churches have remained unchanged for 2,000 years. Comparing these ancient practices with those of the modern Catholic Church offers a deeper understanding of the concepts of orthodoxy and heterodoxy.